The world sees the glamour, the bright lights, the endless applause. But behind closed doors, the story is never quite so simple. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, two of the most beloved stars of their generation. Their on-screen chemistry? Electric, unforgettable. But what happens when the cameras stop rolling? When the flashing bulbs fade away? What secrets do their managers keep hidden? From the fans, from the media, even sometimes from the stars themselves? For years, speculation has swirled around their relationship. Rumors, denials, carefully crafted statements. But behind every public smile, there are whispers, quiet meetings in shadowed offices, phone calls made in hushed tones, decisions made that will never see the light of day. One of the most persistent mysteries is the strictness of their management teams. Both Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun have powerful agencies, known for their ironclad control over their stars' public images. From controlling social media posts, to restricting who they can meet, to even orchestrating the narrative fans see. The managers have their fingers in every pie. Sources close to the agencies have revealed just how tightly controlled these two stars' lives really are. Imagine a schedule so precise, so meticulously planned, that even a coffee break can become a potential scandal if it's not authorized. For Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, every interaction, every photograph, every public moment is under a microscope. The manager's main concern? Preserving the perfect image. For Lee Min-ho, that image is the charismatic leading man. Handsome, charming, untouchable. For Kim Go-eun, it's the talented, independent actress. Elegant, mysterious, reserved. Any hint of romance or vulnerability, especially between the two, could disrupt the delicate balance carefully maintained. That's why behind closed doors, meetings are held to discuss every word, every gesture, every public interaction. There are heated debates about whether a candid photo is too risky. Arguments over how a fan's question should be answered in interviews. Decisions about whether a script or scene should be rewritten to avoid fueling rumors. One insider revealed, they treat their stars like chess pieces. Every move calculated, every moment choreographed. It's exhausting for the artists. And it's not just about public perception. Managers reportedly monitor not only the stars' professional commitments, but also their personal lives. Who they meet, where they go, even what they wear. One manager was overheard saying, "We can't let anything slip through the cracks. Not now." Why such paranoia? Because for agencies, the stakes are enormous. A single scandal, real or imagined, can mean lost endorsements, canceled projects, and a tarnished reputation. For stars like Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, whose careers are worth millions, this control feels like a necessary evil. But the price is high. Fans who have tried to catch a glimpse of a genuine moment, a smile shared in private, a laugh not meant for the cameras, are met with disappointment. Even staff are warned to maintain strict confidentiality. One former crew member shared, "I was told never to talk about what happens after hours." Even the smallest slip-up could have serious consequences. It's as if the relationship, whether real or manufactured, belongs more to the agencies than to the stars themselves. And then there's the question of communication. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun are both known for their professionalism. They stay polite, composed, and distant in public. But insiders say that even their private conversations are monitored. Emails, phone calls, text messages. Everything passes through filters. Why? Because the agencies want to prevent anything that might jeopardize their carefully constructed narrative. For example, there are stories about managers intercepting messages between the two, reminding them to keep things professional. Yet, despite the control, some moments have slipped through. A candid smile here, a lingering glance there, the kind of interaction that can't be faked. Fans see these and wonder, what if the agencies aren't telling the whole truth? And maybe the biggest secret of all is this. The managers might not even have full control. Because sometimes, feelings grow in spite of the rules. Sometimes, love finds its way through the cracks of control and secrecy. There are stories of late-night calls when the stars' guards come down, of whispered conversations where they can just be themselves. But those moments are fleeting. Managers work quickly to remind them of the stakes. One anonymous source said, "They want freedom, but the system doesn't allow it. It's a battle every day." And fans are caught in the middle, yearning for a glimpse of the truth, wondering what really goes on behind those closed doors. So the next time you see Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun smiling at a press event, remember, What you see is only part of the story. Behind the smiles, the cameras, and the scripts, there's a complex web of control, secrecy, and perhaps even suppressed feelings, all orchestrated by managers who don't want you to know. In the end, it raises a question not just about celebrity, but about choice. How much of their lives do stars really own? And how much belongs to the agencies that manage them? One thing is certain, behind closed doors, the story between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun is far more complicated than anyone could imagine. And for those watching closely, it's a drama unfolding away from the cameras, full of power, passion, and secrets kept just out of reach. But what exactly do these closed doors hide? Is it just image control, or is there more beneath the surface? Sources say that the tension between personal freedom and professional obligation is palpable. Imagine having to constantly weigh every word, every gesture, knowing that even a simple text message could trigger a cascade of rumors. This constant surveillance creates an invisible cage. For Lee Min-ho, this has meant carefully managing his public persona, never appearing too close to Kim Go-eun in public, even if their relationship off-camera is warm and genuine. For Kim Go-eun, the pressure is equally intense, to maintain an image of independence and professionalism, while navigating the maze of agency expectations. Yet there have been cracks. On rare occasions, fans have caught fleeting moments of authenticity, a shared laugh behind the scenes, a supportive touch on the arm during a difficult shoot. These moments spark hope that despite the barriers, something real exists. But managers are quick to step in. Rehearsals are supervised. Schedules are tightly controlled to minimize unsupervised meetings. Even mutual friends are carefully vetted. One insider revealed, there's almost a blacklist of people they can't be seen with. The impact on Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun is not just professional, it's deeply personal. Many close to them say the stress is immense. The constant scrutiny, the limited freedom, it wears on them. There have been reports of emotional strain, exhaustion, and frustration. Still, their public smiles never falter. Their professionalism shines. They carry the weight of these secrets silently, never letting the pressure show in public. This makes fans yearning for the truth even stronger. Because behind every carefully curated image, there is a human story. A story of dreams, hopes, and the desire to be seen. Not just as celebrities, but as people. The manager's efforts to control the narrative may keep the details hidden, but they cannot erase the connection between Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun. It lingers in every glance, every whispered word behind the scenes, every quiet moment fans catch if they look closely enough. And perhaps one day, those doors will open, not just to reveal a romance or a scandal, but to show the truth of two people navigating fame, love, and freedom against the odds. Until then,